Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. As always, we're going to start off with Colossians 3 and 17, giving all praise and glory to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Colossians 3 and 17. And whatsoever I do, in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. So, tonight I want to look at humility. Humility. This is very important in our conduct before the Most High, because humility is opposite of being prideful. Arrogancy, thinking that you're something that you're really not. So let's look first at the opposite of humility, and that's pride. In Ecclesiasticus, in the Apocrypha, the 10th chapter and the 7th verse says, pride is hateful before the Most High and man. And by both does one commit iniquity. See? So pride is hateful before man and the Most High. But it's only hateful before a righteous man. Because a wicked man, that's iniquity. He already committed iniquity. It don't matter to him. Because he's already involved in iniquity. Or she already involved in iniquity. And some people don't even realize that they're rolling in pride or arrogancy or a high-minded type of state of mind. It's very important that we see this. Let me look it up in the dictionary. So we have to look at these words in opposition of what it is that you're trying to bring out, so that you can see and understand how to be and understand how not to be. And that's what we use the Bible for. A guideline to show us what's right in the eyes of the Most High. So looking up pride, it says, a sense of one's proper dignity or value, self-respect, pleasure or satisfaction taken in achievement, possession, or as association, arrogance, conceit. So we looking at the arrogancy and conceited for those definitions. That's what's hateful before man and the Most High. Remember, our topic is humility. But we're looking at first what's opposite of humility, which is arrogancy, being arrogant, being conceited, thinking you all that. We're going to look at our ancestors. You see how they were. And the ultimate ancestor, Hamashiach Yahushua. And see, there's a difference between telling somebody what's right the right way, because that's, you have to do that, else you're held accountable. We that the Most High have called in leading our brothers and sisters back to Him through the power of Mashiach Yahushua is very important. So looking at humble, it says meek or modest, differentially respectful, low in rank or station. To cause to be meek, to make lower or lesser a base. So look up the word meek. M-E-E-K. Bear with me. Meek. Meek, it says showing patience and humility. Submissive, passive. Okay, those are good definitions. So that's what we're looking at for having humility. And mind you, it's very important that you see that this humility should be first and foremost toward the Most High, thinking of the Most High, so you know how to conduct yourself in every matter before Him. So going back to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, the 10th chapter, and verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. You see? So the beginning of pride is when one turneth away from the Most High. Depart from the Most High. When you start to think you all that, you think you arrogant, you be conceited. Because it's about I then. It's not, how can you thank the Most High for everything when you think you done did it? Or you elevating yourself? For pride is the beginning of sin, and sin is a transgression of the Most High's law. And he that hath it shall pour out abomination. See? And the Most High hate all abomination, filthy, wicked acts. So when you prideful, you're gonna pour out abomination. And it's sad because if you don't realize what you're doing according to what's written in the Bible and the examples that's here, because it's basic instructions, then you can operate in pride and don't even realize it. Especially if nobody have the nerve to tell you. A lot of men don't tell women, they don't straighten women out because they want everybody to love them. But you're still responsible for their spirit also if you don't tell them what's right. And they operate like that. Your blood, their blood gonna be on your hand, as it says in these scriptures. So it says, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Most High brought upon them strange calamities, and overthrew them utterly. You see? That's why, no matter how you look at it, it's always been a destructive behavior. And when you look at these cities that we're in now, when the Most High started to visit this place, it tells you, and go to 2nd Ezra, hold that, get 2nd Ezra 15 and 18. It says, for because of their pride, the 2nd Ezra 15, 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. See? It said, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, take everything that they can get from you, because of the lack of bread, because of the lack of food, and for great tribulation, and great tribulation that's going to be on this earth. See? That's coming. It's knocking on the door right now. They said, oh, it can't happen to me. But Most High said, Israelites, to all Israelites. That's why we have to look at humility. Because the world is in pride. Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, shall die, by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So they say you're going to kill them. They're going to die. Because in their mind, they thinking, oh, you can't touch me. Most High can't touch me. See, go to Amos 6 and 3. Say, ye that put it far away the evil day, like it ain't existing. Like I say, the evil shall not prevent or overtake us. The Most High can't touch because the Most High created evil. Tell you that in Isaiah 45:7. So it says, ye that put away, far away, the evil day, and cause the seat of violence to come near, that lie upon beds of ivory, living large, and stretch themselves upon their couches, and eat the lambs out of the flock, and the cows out of the midst of the stall, that chant to the sound of the viol. Got your music going, having a good time, thinking that the evil day will not prevent or overtake you, and invent to themselves instruments of music, like David, that drink wine in bowls and anoint themselves with the chief ointments, but they are not grieved for the affliction of Joseph, or the things that's going on that's against us. Why? Because they live in their life. They don't know about no curses. They don't know anything about anything. Remember they say, the evil shall not overtake or prevent us. I got all this myself. They don't even think about the Most High has blessed them. He reigned on the just and the unjust. So just because you see blessing don't mean that you can't put yourself up in a pedestal like you all that. Because he reigned on the dope dealer. Dope dealers or one murderers, they never got caught. You know what I mean? That's a blessing. You ain't never got caught. But in the end, there's going to be a judgment, like I say. 2 Corinthians 5:10, Most High said, everybody going to meet the judgment seat of Mashiach Yahushua. Everybody going to be judged by what they have done in these mortal bodies, whether it was good or bad. Point blank. Listen. Ecclesiasticus 10 and 14. The Most High have cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead. And that's what's going to happen right here. You see? We already told you through the Spirit that because of pride, the city's going to be troubled for catching a lot of hell and lack of food. See, the Most High shutting them down. And he set up the meek in their stead. And we as the children of Israel are the meek. That's why you look at 2 Ezra 6 and 9. It's the last time he got to operate to shut down a people and set up another people in their stead. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world. That means Esau would have to be ruling at the end of the world. It had to be the superpower of earth at the end of the world. That's what the so-called Caucasian people that are running the world are the superpower of earth. That's why I say for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Because we're the meek. 12 tribes of Israel. Going back to Ecclesiasticus 10. Verse 15. The Most High have plucked up the roots of the proud nation and planted the lowly in their place. Planted the lowly, what does that mean? The meek, or the ones that have humility. Remember, humility means what? Meekness. So, that's why I say we got to look at it from both spectrum of the scope to be able to look at pride, which is opposite of what? Humility. So we can make this self-examination of ourselves to make sure that we're not falling on that side of pride that's hateful before the Most High and man. Verse 16. The Most High overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth, brought them down. He took some of them away and destroyed them and have made their memorial to cease from the earth, meaning done. No memory of them. Just like it's going to be during the time that the Most High choose to eliminate those that don't want to serve him first and the Mashiach Yahushua and 12 tribes of Israel. I mean, it's written, this is all the prophets talk about it. Let's get one. Isaiah 60 and 12. Isaiah 60 and 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish Yeah, those nations, plural, nations shall be utterly wasted. That's what it's saying. Those nations shall be utterly wasted. Oh yeah, it's on, y'all. It's just a matter of when the Most High decide he's gonna do what he's gonna do. That's why it's important that these nations lock into what it is we as the Israelites are bringing forth in these last days. And not be against us so much, because there's a judgment. Look at Zechariah 14 and 17. Let's start at 16. And it shall come to pass that every one that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem, see, came against the children of Israel, in the nations, other nations, shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, power of armies, power of angels, and to keep the feast of the tabernacle. See that? Year in and year out. And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain, no blessing, no blessings. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague, wherewith the Most High will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the Feast of Tabernacle. Let you know, we're rehearsing what we're going to be doing in the kingdom. This is a kingdom. This shall be the punishment of Egypt, those is in captivity, and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the Feast of the Tabernacles. In that day shall there be upon the bells of the horses holiness unto the Most High. And the pots in the Most High's house shall be like the bowls before the altar. Yeah, every pot in Jerusalem and in Judah shall be holiness unto the Most High power of hosts. And all they that sacrifice shall come and take of them, and seat therein. And in that day there shall be no more the Canaanite in the house of the Most High of hosts. So eliminating the South Africans. Look, but even before that, because you got people that, you remember the devil, in Revelation 12 and 12, the devil have a short time, he comes out with much wrath. In verse 17 says this, that's them coming up against Israel. That's what it's talking about. Those people that's going to come against us as the Israelites. In Revelation 12 and 17, and the dragon was wroth with the woman. So they're going to be wroth with Israel. And went to make war with the remnant of her seed. That's 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel, which keep the commandments of the Most High. See, everybody don't keep the commandments of the Most High. Everybody ain't taught to keep the commandments of the Most High. People in the church taught that they're not under the law. So they come after the ones that keep the commandments of the Most High. Moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws. And have the testimony of Mashiach Yahushua. And we're the ones that had a testimony of Mashiach Yahushua. Or whatever name you use for him. Because he coming back with a name that nobody knows. You know, see what I'm saying? So, this is what's going to happen to those that come up against us also. Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Most High will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, fought against the Israelites. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. That's why the Most High gonna bring them missiles, man. He gonna. Well, that's all we can relate to as far as the hellfire that he's gonna bring on this earth. But you know, he rained hell with fire in it. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Most High will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem in their pride. Remember, say because of their pride, the city's gonna be destroyed, and their houses spoiled, robbed, and so forth. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. See? And it shall come to pass. I mean, they're going to melt them. Just like you see that lady on that movie Terminator. She was on that fence and she just melted. Like most of the time, I'm going to melt you. Don't get it twisted. I mean, that's what he said. That's why I teach the fear of the Most High. Because people are not afraid of him. And when this happens, it's too late. Because ain't no thoughts, because you're going to be burnt up. That's why he told us in Ezekiel 22 and 20. As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. What do you think will happen to these people that he just said? When he said, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Ezekiel 22 and 21. Yea, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof. And ye shall know that I, the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, have poured out my fury upon you. Come on, I mean, this... Oh, that's the Old Testament. What about the New Testament? Let's go to the book of Hebrews. See, a lot of people don't want to hear this because, I mean, that's why people don't fear the Most High. That's why they don't think about him. It's like, oh, they ain't got to be concerned about him. Who want to hear about him? Who want to know about him? Oh, he's love. But look at Hebrews 12 and 29. For our power, who is the Most High, is a consuming fire. For our power is a consuming fire. If you touch fire, people, you get burned. That's who we serve. Hallelujah. His holy name. Look. Go to Daniel 7. And we're going to start at verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, who is the Most High. Ain't nobody more ancient than the Most High. Understand this, Ancient of Days. So who's older than the Most High? Who you think's older than the Most High? Nobody. No one. No one's older than the Most High. Look at Job 36:26. Job 36 and 26. Showing you that the Most High is the Ancient of Days. Behold, the Most High is great. Job 36:26. And we know him not, neither can the number of his years be searched out. See that? But everybody say they know him. Behold, the Most High is great, and we know him not. That's why it's going to take 1,000 years for us to know him. Mashiach Yahushua got to show us of the Father. Neither can the number of his years be searched out. So Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down. That means all power, rulership, and authority going to be cast down. Taken out of power. And the Ancient of Days did sit, who is the Most High, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. Now, He's just giving an analysis for us to be able to relate to him in a bodily form. But nobody ever seen the Most High. I tell you that in John 1:18. So, but one thing is showing you that his hair of his head like the pure wool, nappy hair. Listen, his throne was like the fiery flame. So, it's fire. His throne is fire. Like I'm sitting in this chair, but his throne is all fire. Remember, because he's a consuming fire. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. Burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Fire. 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 Thousands ministered unto him. Thousands of angels ministered unto the Most High. And 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set and the books were open. See? The book's going to be open. And that's the judgment. Let's go back to Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter. And verse 18. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. See? Pride, the Most High didn't make us to be born with pride. Say, pride was not made for men. Arrogancy and conceit and all this. Thinking you all that. Man, you ain't nothing as you ought to be. And furious anger for them that are born of a woman. But listen, they that fear the Most High are a sure seed. So why do you think it's so important for our people to see who's really going to hear this in the spirit? So if you don't fear the Most High, then you ain't no sure seed. You a abominable seed. Period. Because you got pride. You don't even realize that you're not meek before and humble before the Most High. Because you're going to think about whether or not this is right or wrong. Or you're going to inquire about whether or not it's right or wrong. Because you had that opportunity to inquire before you meet that judgment seat, or the Most High come and visit you and chasten you for something that you've done. Remember, the Most High long suffering. He get us one way or another. You're going to pay now, you're going to pay later, but you're going to pay. Every last one of us. I love it. They that fear the Most High are a sure seed, and they that love him, an honorable plant. But he told us, if you love me, keep my commandments. In St. John 14:15, people. In 1 John 5:3, for this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. See? You can't say you love him and you don't do what he tells us to do. How do you expect him to come through for you and you're not doing what he say do? That's why you have to be humble. You have to learn humility. You can't be this a spirit of a rebellious spirit. You can't be a rebellious spirit either. You have to how the mindset to understand the difference between being prideful and having humility. Because remember, at least for us, if you hear my voice, you have heard my voice, everything I say and do is Bahashama Mashiach Yahushua, in the name of the anointed Savior. And that's how we go to the Most High. No matter how you saying it or however you bringing forth this is your objective, to go to the Most High. So he's watching us. Just like nobody report to the Most High about whatever it is that we're doing, but let him look at us and let him be the judge. So I said, well, let's take it to the throne of the Most High. If you so for sure of yourself, and you're not, then how you going to argue about anything if you're not that sure that you won't take it to the Most High? Let him bring this fire. Or bring his love. Or bring the correction. That's what it's all about. You hear what it say? They that fear the Most High are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. And that's mostly all our people. Mostly all our people. Our families and friends just finished celebrating Christmas. Now they got Valentine's Day coming up. And you're supposed to be locked into that. That's what say they're dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed. See? You just honor the commandments of the Most High, you're just disgraceful, man. I mean, it's just. And deceivable mean you a lie. They're a lie. The devil mean deceitful and evil person. They're the devil. Straight up. Deceit mean what? They're a lie. What are they lying about? They lying about not doing what's right. Remember, say all the sinners of my people, the Most High's people, shall die, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. The Most High not gonna get me. He the one create the evil. So they're deceived. The devil mean deceitful and evil person. So they deceive him. They will deceive you. That's why you got to be very, very aware of those that try and bring the traditions of this world to you, in your face, and try and make you feel some type of way in following traditions of men, and have you fall short of the glory of the Most High and cut short your blessings. That's why you gotta watch what you put in your ears and who you allow to be listening, who you listening to, per se. Because it's very important. It's very, very important. Let me say that. Verse 20. Among brethren, we the 12 tribes of Israel, he that is chief is honorable. So are they that fear the Most High. But see, you're not going to be afraid of the Most High if you're prideful because you feel like everything's happening through you because you hear when somebody talk about themselves, talk about themselves. Some of you just need somebody to hear you boast about yourself. That's not right. You don't know who you don't know who you're really dealing with. That's why I say that when the fear of the Most High, to be afraid of Him, you'll know. You should want to know what do I have to do to make sure I'm humble before the Most High, because He's looking at everything. He's watching everything. He see everything. And what He don't see, you have the angels that's reporting to Him. Look at Exodus 34 and 14. What it is that I'm trying to bring forth in these last days are solutions and things that will work that our ancestors used to the extent of being blessed by the Most High and being honored by the Most High, and not putting the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua to an open shame. Because you walk in the righteousness supposedly of the Most High every day. So you on trial every day through someone else, even strangers, because they have spirits in them. And those spirits recognize the righteousness in you or the wickedness in you. That's why you dealing with your lust that you have, your desires that you have that always come and try and poke at you to bring you into the past when you're trying to change. Well, I say you got to become a new creature, be born again, become a new man, a new woman. So you ain't that same person, those same demons that you were dealing with of the past still haunt you and still deal with you. You still have that. You haven't evolved as of yet. Listen. Exodus 34 and 14. For thou shalt worship no other gods. No other, including yourself, people. Some of you need to be uplifted because your self-esteem is so low. And don't even realize it, but it's not a known fact. Me. You need some kind of encouragement because you're not satisfied with yourself. So you need encouragement to be able to uplift yourself because you're in a rut yourself some kind of way. When you shouldn't be. When you, Most High called you to be able to learn of Him. You're the first fruits. Do you realize this the highest calling in the world? No matter whatever you're going through, this is the highest calling in the world. To know what you're able to know and to understand what you're able to understand, even if you don't to the utmost. You still know most of everybody that hear my voice and have been listening to we as the Israelites teach this truth, and you studying, you know more than anyone in this world. You have something that you can ask someone, they want to try and put you down, to really put them down and make them look stupid. No matter where you go or who you talk to, no matter what stage of monies they have, it don't matter. Ain't nothing more powerful than this truth that you've been called into. And hopefully you endure to the end to be chosen. Listen, for thou shalt worship no other God, no other idol, no other entity. For the Most High, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power. You hear that? That's why we got to worship the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. His name is jealous. Jealous. I mean, you do something he can think about. Have you ever been jealous? You ever seen somebody that's jealous? Man jealous over his woman? You can't go nowhere, you can't do nothing, you can't do nothing. Got chains around you. I mean, even if they're not physical chains, it's still around you. Everywhere you go, it's like you're being henpecked and you ain't really think about nothing but going to the store and get some food and come back? Can't do that? It's jealousy. Think about the Most High. His name is jealous. How he feel. Woo. You know what it said? Whose name is jealous. Not the only that he's jealous. His name is jealous. It's a jealous power. That's what you gotta understand. That me, and then it's all about you. That you setting yourself up as idol. Your idol is yourself. That's why it's all about the Most High. Look what he said in verse 15. Lest ye make a covenant, a contract, agreement with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their gods. Ain't that what our people done? That's what they doing up in these churches. They done went a whoring after their gods, man. Most I didn't give us no Baptist church, none of no religious, so-called religious church. Religion comes from the Latin word religio, which means to hold back, keep down, and restrain. It held you back, kept you down, and restrained you from learning this truth. And all you that came from the church, and you sit up here trying to compare the church, what you learned in the church to this truth, you ain't got but so far to go. You wasting your time. You might as well take what it is that you're getting and learn this, and leave that alone. You know, I'm an example. I'll let everything go, and just learn what my teachers was teaching me, the truth. Period. That's it. Not comparing this and that. And I have traveled all over. I have a lot of experience in a lot of different things, but I let it all go and just concentrated on what I was getting as a sponge to observe it all. So I can compare everything else to this Bible, to the word of the Most High. Ain't nothing more powerful than the truth. The word of the Most High. But see, he told us, don't make no agreements, no contracts, no covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their gods, and do sacrifices to their gods, and one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice, pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, all the stuff they have. I mean, he says, okay, all I do is pray over it. Same thing. We way back here is the same thing right now. Today, 2017. Ain't no different. And thou take of their daughters to thy sons, and their daughters go a whoring after their gods, and make thy sons go a whoring after their gods. See? Thou shalt make thee no molten gods. The main thing you got to look at what he told us in Exodus 3. This is very important. He told us in verse 2. I am the Most High thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage, slavery. Thou shalt have no other gods which are idols before me. This is key right here. You make anything that you make, he says, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. This is key. The most key point here. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them. Verse 5. Remember that. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Most High thy power, am a jealous power. Remember, his name is jealous. You say, I'm a jealous power. See, people don't even think about him and whatever they're doing to realize you making him jealous. Oh, you ready for whatever he can bring to you, huh? I don't think so. Y'all better hear what he's saying. A jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. You showing him that you hate him. Not loving him because you're not doing his commandments. You're not following his laws. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Keep his laws. It's real simple, people. Look at this. Look at this. Go back to Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter. I'm going to read verse 20 again. Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable. So are they that fear the Most High in his eyes. See? The chief is honorable. But the chief that don't fear the Most High, that don't show the people how, as he fear the Most High, that you should fear the Most High, how is he honorable? See, that's why I say, you look at this Bible and you get solutions of how you are to be. Even the chief, even the ones that's over the people. Verse 21, the fear of the Most High goeth before the obtaining of authority. But roughness and pride is the losing thereof. Yeah, you all raunchy and prideful, you're going to lose it, man. That's why I say, remember the Most High is long suffering, so you just watch. Keep your eyes open. Because he want a broken and contrite spirit. All this banging on Israel in pride, it's not going to work. It's right here. The fear of the Most High goeth before the obtaining of authority. See, you want authority, you better fear the Most High. You're going to be humble before him. But roughness and pride is the losing thereof. You're going to lose that authority. Wherefore he, whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Most High. Whether he be what? Rich, noble, or poor. Their glory is the fear of the Most High. Their glory is the fear of the Most High, being afraid of the Most High. It's not something that just came out of the, I just made up, telling you how you got to fear the Most High.